The purpose of this exercise in this video is to help you create an image asset and how to add one of these images then as a background to one of our activities. Scroll down here a little bit. It starts talking about this image asset thing. What is image asset? Image asset is a folder of folders that contains different sizes of the image that you wish to use. The purpose of this is that if the image is too large, it would take up too much memory for a little tiny, maybe like an image view to go into. And if it's really small, it wouldn't be large enough and be all grainy as a background of an asset. It used to be that Android Studio built these for you, but they don't anymore. Somebody came up with this final Android resizer, and it's a little program we're going to use to create these folders, and we're going to copy those into our Android Studio project. So first of all, what I'd like you to do is right click over here and create a new folder. And we're going to call this folder Android ROID. There we go. Studio. And this is going to be image. Images like that. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is going to grab this. Here is a link. Grab this link right here. If I click on control, if I have it going here, right there, I can take and open up my Explorer here. And this GitHub link has the ability to download this folder that we want. It's a zip file. You're going to click on that and you're going to say download as a zip. When that's done, it should show up down the bottom here. Go ahead and open that up. Takes a little bit sometimes. And double click here and then the executable jar. And right here, copy that. Right click, copy. And we're going to put this into our folder here. I just created. Paste it right in there. Paste. The next thing I'd like you to get, make sure it's in there. Yep, there it is. Okay. The next thing I'd like you to get, go to Blackboard for this week. And this office picture right here, .jpg, right click, save link as. Put that on our desktop in this folder right here. Just like that, save. Wonderful. I'll go ahead and open up that folder that we just created. Here's my picture right here, and here's my Android final Android resizer.jar. What that is a Java executable file. If that doesn't run for you, let me know. If you double click on that, first thing we want to do is make sure that we have drawable selected. The next thing we want to do is we want to point it at this current folder that we're in. If I go up here to my desktop, where are you, desktop? Okay, and I want to get into my Android Studio images right there. And I want to right click in there. I want to say a new folder, and I'm going to call this images. Like that. And if I hit enter again, it will take and put it in there. So now this is my path that will store images into right there. Next thing I want to do is I can take and drag this office image and put it right there, and boom, it does it for me. Throw that to the side for now. Created a whole bunch of images, folders with images in them, and each one of these is a little bigger or smaller than the other. We're going to grab all of these, Control C, and then I'm going to go to the folder where my personal project is. And mine is in C, users, TD Jung, wherever yours is. And here's my handheld studio or security terms. And there, and then in the app, and this SRC, and the main, and the resources. And I'm going to paste it right there, Control V. Just like that. Now, if I switch back to my Android Studio, I have those available to me. Right there, I'm going to slide it in here. Here we go. If I look at my drawables, sure enough, there's my office right there, okay? Beautiful. Let's go back to my Word document here. We've been working along without even reading anything. I think we got it all right. Keep on going here. We want to copy this piece of code right here. They're not now usable, okay? And so we're going to copy this piece of code right here. Control C. We're going to put that into our splash activity splash right here. We're going to take and we're going to add that right here, just like that. It knows where this drawable is, okay, because it's in our office, right? Or excuse me, it's called office. It's in our drawable, and it will select the correct size of picture to use as a background. Don't forget to put it in your landscape too. Go ahead and put that in the second to last one right there, like that. Now go ahead and run it. You might have to shorten or extend the time of that splash so that you can see it, but you're going to notice in the portrait view it's really squished because it took this nice landscape view and pinched it together, okay, and made it look really awful. Let's try to fix that. If we go into our Android Studio here, this folder, or Android Studio images, right click on Office, and I'm in Windows 10, so depending on what you're using, I'm going to use Paint, okay? Paint gives me the ability to crop, and that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to crop this picture. I go to Select. I found that just right by this window, right about here. If I go just beyond this chord right, see that chord right there? I go right there about like that, and I'm going to say crop. I'll get rid of all that other stuff. File, save as. I'm going to save this as Office 2, okay? Like that. It's got to go in my desktop. Make sure I put it in this images again so I don't lose it. Okay, right there. And I'm going to say save like that. I'm going to close it down. Now if I look in there, I got two of them, okay? One's in a little bit more proportional shape to fit in that portrait view, okay? And now let's take and run this again. Of course, we got to take and we got to reset everything. Maybe we should have left it open. Got to put this in our drawable. Browse to our desktop. Desktop, right there. And look in our Android right there, images. And make sure you select images folder again, like that. And so now we just have images at the end here, like that. Take and drag this second one in here like this. Okay, now if we go look at our, I'm going to close it again. We're all done with it now. If I take and look at my images again, see I got two of them in there. See that? Okay. Let's just take and copy all these. Control C. And once again, we're going to go down here and look at my C drive and users, me and Android Studio projects in here, and app and source and main and resources. I'm going to paste it in here. I'm just going to say, yeah, just go ahead and replace all the other ones. That's fine. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to change my portrait one to that Office 1, like that. And now go ahead and run it. And you'll see that now it's a little better. Sometimes you got to play with your pictures a little bit to make them work right. But anyway, that should do for you. Let me know if you have problems with it.